Hey guys, this is Ann for Graphic Design How To, and today we're going to go over some more interview questions and answers to give you guys a good idea of how to answer those hard questions at your graphic design interview. So let's get started. Number one.
Why do you want to work here?
Well, I really love the style of work. I checked out your website and I like the type of work that you do. I think it's a really good match for my skill set. I also have had friends who worked here and they really loved the work itself and the company. And they thought the culture was really great too, so it is a huge draw to know that they liked it here. I can see that this is a place where I could really grow as a designer. I feel like creativity is valued here, and that's something that's really important to me. So what is the interviewer looking for here? I think when the interviewer asks this question, what they're really wanting to know is, have you done your homework? Have you looked at their website and you know about the company? I would definitely stay away from like pay and benefits type answers. Oh, I heard you guys pay a lot. Just don't say stuff like that. Number two.
So what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses?
I would say my strengths are I am very detail oriented and very proactive. So if I don't know how to do something, I'm going to get on Google first and try to figure it out myself before bothering my coworkers. Weaknesses. Let me think. I think a weakness of mine is probably sometimes I second guess some of my designs, and that's actually really improved in the last couple years because I've had an agency job where I've been able to get better and better, and I can see instantly whether something's working or not. So I feel like this is something that I'm improving as I go, but I feel like it's a weakness right now. What is the interviewer looking for here? So with the weaknesses and strengths question, I think they're trying to figure out what your strengths are, but more importantly, I think they want to hear how you respond to what your weakness is. I really would not say something like, I'm a perfectionist, because I've heard that so many times and such a cop-out answer. Instead, pick something that you really are working on and that you want to improve, but try not to make it something that's absolutely essential to the job. Number three.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in a more senior level position here, maybe as an art director or like a mentoring or training role. Something just a little more senior to what I am now because I really want to keep growing as a designer. So what is the interviewer looking for here? I think with the 5 years question, they're really wanting to know if you're wanting to stay at that company. They don't want to hire you and have you leave in 6 months. So if you can not lie, but also say you're interested in something more senior. You don't necessarily have to say you want to stay at the company. Just say, I want to grow as a designer and I'd like to be in a more senior level role, if that's true for you. Surely it is, right? Because we all want to move up in our careers. Number four.
What company or brand is your dream client?
I think my dream client would probably be somebody like Old Spice. They allow their creative team to do really creative things while still being like really clever and playful. And I think it'd be cool to work with a client that really understands the creative process and would allow us to just come up with ideas and see where they go. Yeah, I think Old Spice. So what is the interviewer looking for here? This is a question where they really want you to be able to think on your feet. Maybe you can tie it back to the job at hand, but they also want to see what you're interested in, see if you're keeping up on design trends and other companies and what they're doing in the design industry. Number five.
What would you do if a client wanted 15 revisions of the same piece of artwork?
Well, I think that with some clients, you're just going to get that. Some clients are just a little more difficult. And I think the trick is to keep communication open. So after a couple revisions, if the client is still not happy, maybe I would revisit the creative brief and talk to the client about that and how we can make changes. And of course, I would keep it very professional. At the end of the day, the client is the one paying me, so I'd want them to be happy. And I would be open to however many revisions they needed, but I would want to keep educating them and telling them why I'm doing what I'm doing and see if that could help them you know, bring us together in a way. So yeah, I think communication is what's the most important when you're having those revision issues. So what is the interviewer looking for here? In this question, your interviewer is trying to find out how you deal with frustrations. It is very frustrating if you're on revision number 13 with a client, and most of us inside are a little bit aggravated, but they want to see how you will react toward the client and how you react towards the account services person. So answer accordingly. And I would definitely stay away from answers like, well, after 3 revisions, we charge you extra, you know, or anything like that, because that is really not up to you. That's up to your employer and the one who owns the business. So you need to keep that in mind. You need to do whatever it takes for your employer, and then your employer can make those hard decisions. Alright, so that's our video for today. I hope it was helpful for you. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button, and thank you guys.